It's your boy DJ Wolf. Well, I got a couple things on my mind. Thank God that they Friday. This is less than a week before Thanksgiving. Next week will be Thanksgiving week. I say next week is Thanksgiving week. Anyway, just got finished watching the video where a teacher right out here in the DMV out in Baltimore, right down this way, called her class a bunch of niggas. That's what she said. Her quote is, a bunch of niggas who ended up getting shot. But she said a bunch of broke-ass niggas who ended up getting shot. That's even worse. Because she had a problem with one student. Not problems with everybody else, and she flipping out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, since many African Americans decided to sit out on their ass, and they did, y'all did, real talk, and not vote, but talk, and talking all day long and not doing. This is the America that you will be dealing with for the next fucking 4 years. Oh, yeah. They got nerve to be going out here protesting and marching after the election, not before the election. Ain't that a bitch? You know, somebody was saying it's kind of ironic that they put the kids out to march after the election, and the schools just let it get out of control. They said, "Oh, you go ahead and march, whatever." One school been doing Montgomery out here on the other side of the DMV out in Montgomery County. They were doing it for 3 days. It's no wonder them. I mean, there was an incident that happened. Matter of fact, there was an incident. A kid got beat up. A Trump supporter. Now, mind you, it's okay to march. It's okay to protest. But you guys are protesting long after the fact, number one. And number two, it ain't right to go beat up somebody because you don't agree with their opinion, regardless of which side of the aisle you're on. That's bullshit. I don't agree with that at all. They should immediately stop them marching just because of that law. Well, I don't like that you voted for Trump. Or I don't like you voted for Clinton. Then I saw another video where this white guy driving down this pickup truck, getting out of his truck and stop at the stoplight and harassing black people. Yeah. Lady had caught it on video, watching it. He did that with several black people. And although she reported to the police would not pursue him because they said that, you weren't the victim, so we can't press charges on him. Really? I guarantee if there was a brother doing it to white people, he would have been on the ground. Beyond question. And here's the thing. Trump he has bitch ass on 60 Minutes, and they mentioned to him about all the stuff that was going on, what he thought about that, and this asshole talking about, well, I didn't know all this stuff was going on. He didn't know that was happening. That's according to his logic. Really? You know about the polls. You know about the election. You know Hillary Clinton was leading. You know about Hillary Clinton emails. You know about all that shit. But you didn't know about people were being hostile in this election. You didn't see all the times that you had black people who were following you and supporting you, and you had one kicked out. Matter of fact, one guy, you didn't even shake his fucking hand. You walked right past him. You full of shit. You full of shit. You full of motherfucking shit. And I'm just got to a point now, anybody who really think that this guy is a godsend, because I actually heard some black people last night I was watching on a video who was in full support of Trump. And I don't mean like, well, let's give him a chance to those guys, because I want them. I said, okay, let's see what he do. We talking about these, some of the black people who are like, oh yeah, he's going to make change. He's going to do it. I said, you don't know what he's going to do. If you listen to what the fuck you say, he ain't going to do shit for you. That's what kills me. You know? And I'm really getting heated about this shit. You know? So, tonight, throughout the weekend, right through next week, I will be doing a series of shows about it. You know, and I'm going to be doing some updates on it and a bunch of other stuff. Because this guy, I still don't trust him. I said I'll give him a chance to see what he do. I'll watch and see what he does. But to be honest, now some black people are offended about tomorrow. We would give a chance. No man, you won't just say it's okay. No, I'm not saying it's okay. At this point, he was elected. There was an election, and you can't change it. At least not at this point. You know, he's elected president. All right. He won the electoral votes. And for the most part, as far as I know, it was a pretty fair election. So you don't have any choice but to sit there and see what he does. And in some respects, yeah. See what he do. And hopefully, like I say, he'll have a change of heart. You know, he has already kind of watered down a couple of things already. But I'm not sure. I'm not totally sold on him anyway, but that's another story. But right now, only thing we do is just wait and see what he does. But the 60 Minutes Peascod was disturbing to me because they asked him about what he said about what was going on as far as the racial tension, and this asshole was like, "I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think that's right. Stop it. Look at the camera. Look at me in the camera. Stop it." Really? He's being sarcastic when he says that. You know, he has no policy against racism. Apparently, he has no policy against hate crimes. He don't even talk about it. You know, y'all people convinced. This is a message for y'all black people who really think that Donald Trump is a godsend. You really think he's going to be better than Obama? You need your motherfucking heads examined. And I mean seriously. You need to go get checked out. Real talk. If you really think that he's going to be any better than Obama. Especially when they asked him a question about the racial tension. What do you think about that? And this motherfucker say, only thing he had to say was, "Stop it." Really? That's your answer. You know, not that we're going to, he has no policy against it. None. Zero. So, I don't know. All I know is, we got prayer. I'm going to pray for the country, man. I'll tell you this. This is crazy. This is crazy. We'll be all right, but I'm just saying, it's just too much bullshit, man. See, people try to blame President Obama, for racial tension in this country when the racial tension was always here. It was just a hidden agenda. That's all. It was hidden inside of corporate America. Still deep rooted in the South. Matter of fact, I found that out about 11 years ago. The South is still as racist as it ever was. I know relatives that don't even go out a certain time of night. And definitely don't go out at night by himself. This is in the South. This was as of 2005. So, in any case, that's about all I got for right now, guys. This is DJ Wolf. Of course, as usual, questions or comments, please feel free to get a hold of me. It's DJ Wolf online at yahoo.com, For All to Hear TV, and at For All to Hear. That's For All to Hear TV on YouTube and at For All to Hear on Twitter. And of course, my DJ Wolf Facebook page is DJ Wolf Live. And also, coming soon, my newest, greatest, and latest website, which is going to be my official website for all things DJ related to DJ Wolf, For All to Hear Media. That's For All to Hear, the number 2 in it, for All to Hear Media.com. That's coming soon. Matter of fact, I'm going to start working on it tonight. All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf. That's about all I got. Of course, I'll be talking to you later. I should be on this evening and probably do a special show tonight. Talk to you later.